Rob Lee. This is Rob. Rob is a member of the Corn Ring community, and he's joining me for Corn Ring Talk. So I don't want to hold up. You are here.
Right.
There you go.
Hey, I made it.
We made it, man. Thank you so much, man. I was kind of worried. I said, "Oh man."
Well, it's partly my fault. I've never done anything like this, and I'm old, so I can't. It's hard for me to figure this stuff out.
You figured it out, man. Hey, if I saw your rings, I saw you make the impossible possible. So, so I need you to
Well,
figure it out.
it's weird. It's weird, but it just takes me a little longer than the average cat. I'll
Hey,
figure it out though.
there's nothing wrong with that, man. You got it done. We got Michael M. in the house, off grid power, mint condition corn rings. You know what that joker is.
I know who he is. Eric in the house.
Yeah, we got Eric in the house. And let me introduce you correctly. Like I told everyone, this is an episode of Corn Ring Talk. We have RL Corn Rings creator, founder, and owner, Rob Butcher. And there you go.
In my garage.
A fellow beard wearer. I was telling him how epic your beard really is, and how mine just look like a couple strings of armpit hair.
It doesn't matter how epic your beard is. You're always going to find faults in it because it's your own.
Yeah,
so
true.
You just got to let it go and keep on trimming it and keep on washing it and just don't get it caught in a zipper.
Well, I don't want to put it down that low. So I should be okay. But for icebreaker, man. Tell us, who is Rob?
Rob is just an average Joe. I go to work. I work 60, 70 hours a week.
Wow.
And, you get tired of the daily grind. And especially since, you got nothing to come home to but the damn TV and the Lazy Boys. So I started getting into other things, and then I found coin rings, and I fell in love with silver. And then I started buying some tools, and next thing you know, you're vested.
I feel you.
The love is still there, though. It's a passion. It's a labor of love.
Now, I wanted to mention. I wanted you to mention really about you being a retired vet. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
No, I'm not retired.
Oh, you're not retired?
No, I wish. I am a vet.
Okay.
But not retired. I'll never retire probably. I don't understand how people retire. I mean, I'm sure they retire from their 9-to-5 job, but then they find other things to do,
Right.
But you gotta stay active. And you gotta stay creating. That's why I respect you, JT, because you're a creator. You're nonstop creating.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, how long have you been serving?
Well, I was in until 93, so I got out in 93. Been a while.
Oh, yeah. Been a while. Been a while for real.
Been a while.
And what branch are you serving?
The Navy. I was a CB, heavy equipment operator.
Okay, awesome. And
bulldozers and stuff.
And the good news of this week, your daughter, who was also
my daughter is wonderful.
Who's also a soldier, correct?
She is in the Navy as well. She's serving in Guam right now, and
awesome.
She just came home, and she is an absolute riot. And it's awesome to have her back home.
Now, I wanted you to share at least one of the jokes that made you laugh so hard yesterday as you was going through the interview process.
Oh man, I'll tell you. This is exactly what happened. She's like, because you sent me that list of some practice questions. These are some questions I might ask you. This and that. I'm like, all right. So I'm reading them to her, and she goes, "Wait a minute." She grabs my phone. She goes, "I'll be the interviewer." I'm like, "All right, JT, let's go." So she starts asking me some questions, and I want to think one of the questions was, well, she asked me, what coin ring am I currently working on or something? I told her, well, that would be the Double Dragon. she almost chokes and starts laughing. And I'm like, what? She's like, you can't talk about double dragons. You know what that means in the military? I go, no. When you're just, it's coming out both ends. Because you drank the night before and now you're just miserable and you got double dragons.
Wow. Never. Well, you know what? I can see that picture. I can see what kind of mimic that. So, yeah. I never thought about that, but now that picture's going to be in my head.
I'm sorry, you asked. It cracked me up. I almost choked on my drink.
One of the questions I always ask corn ring makers. If you could make a corn ring, which coin which we would define your personality?
Oh man, and this is one of the ones that I had a hard time with. But I would say, right, the first thing that comes to mind is one of my favorite coins, one of my favorite coin rings. I wear one mostly every day, and that would be the John Kennedy half, the 64. The 64 Kennedy half. I love it. I think he was a great president.
What makes you love it most? I'm gonna tell you after you tell me yours. I'll tell you why I like to wear it.
Well, I think that it was a great time. It was a great time, and there was a lot of support for me. I had a lot of support, and it was just a different time, and things were good. Not that I was around really yet, but you know, I just think of a simpler time, and things aren't so simple anymore.
Yeah, my favorite about that ring is the width of the band, and having "In God We Trust" on one side, "In God," and "We Trust" on the other. That end the year right in the middle. I don't care, and that was one of the hardest coins for me to make because of the thickness of the coin, the thinness on certain areas of it as well. I will always get a wonk. And I had to learn how to bring some symmetry back to that coin. So once I finally got
to work at it.
Got to work at it. So once I got it, the first coin that I did it on, the year was 1974, which was a clad coin, but it was my birth year. So from that point on, I think this is probably one of my favorite coins to work on. And that was the 1964 Kennedy. Well, 1974, basically, but the Kennedy, because of all those features. And there was something about that clad coin when I had to put a patina on it. All it had was fire scale, and it looked the way I liked. And ever since then, that coin, that trial taught me how to do that coin.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of learning experiences, and some of the hardest lessons that we learn, probably creating anything, it ends up staying with us more, and we cherish that. So as far as that's how I feel.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Well, how did you hear about coin rings?
Well, you know, I was already in. My sister challenged me one year for Christmas a couple years ago to make each other a gift. So I'm like, I got this, man. I got this. I started scouring YouTube, and the idea popped in my head. Spoon rings. So I started looking at spoon ring videos and all that, and I went and bought some spoon rings or some spoons, but I was only able to find one sterling silver spoon in months, scouring the Goodwills and all the local stores. So it got a little discouraging. I made some anyway out of the silver plated ones, and I gave them away to family members, but I got discouraged with it, and I stopped doing that. And then I saw a video with a guy wearing a ring. And he goes, and a lot of you guys have been asking me about this ring. It's a buddy of mine. He made it. It was a coin. He made it into a ring. And I'm like, what? Oh, I need one of those. So then I had to start watching Skylar on Mint Change You Can Wear. Figured it out. Bought some tools as cheap as I could.
Right.
I made some wonky rings. But I made them. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. After your first couple of rings, you realize that it don't look like the ones you seen on the screen. But I thought I was the proudest person in the world, and I would try to get my wife to wear it. She's like, I'm not wearing that, and I didn't understand.
Exactly.
I did not understand, until I actually looked at it and said, this is not how it's supposed to be. So, but
It was soul crushing. Everyone I made, I'd come up to her and she'd go, "Nope."
has there been any that she liked so far?
Yes, she likes hammered one I made,
Yeah.
and because it's pretty straight and it doesn't look wonky.
Uh-huh.
And she wears a spoon ring that I made her like
Oh,
when I first started into this stuff.
okay. Yeah, I love the spoon rings. That's something I probably want to tackle. What's some of the other things that you have created with coins?
Well, I have tried some domed, keychain style things, and it's okay, but I keep going back to the coin rings, and then I had a dime that I tried to make into a ring, and it snapped, and it just sat there forever. And I picked it up one day, and I was sitting down, and just that thing bent into that shape that you saw it on the pendant thing. I mean, it basically bent fine without annealing or anything. So I
Wow.
grabbed a pair of pliers and I bent it the rest of the way,
Yeah,
and threw it in some liver of sulfur to give it some antique look.
and it turned out to be fine.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. I'm gonna show a picture of that that creation because I wanted to share some of your pictures. So as you see them on the screen, explain them. So one second, let me share my screen. Let me
Hey,
see.
look, I got a 5 head too.
Yeah, five. That's one of the biggest things on Silver Talk with me and Eli. They get
I
on
know. I
my
caught some of
forehead.
those comments. I
They
caught some
get
of
on.
those comments.
Oh my goodness, they get on me all the time. So we got right here. If you see it, your picture right here, you got your the shades over top, looking cool. Got the bed full.
Huh?
We have here. This is
Are they
the
out there?
dragon. This is the. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, we have the. You can see this, correct?
Yes, I can.
All right, we
That is beautiful.
got the dragon ring here, guys. Look at this beautiful. This would be actually we have dragon stacker inside the chat. We also have a big YouTuber in the community, Silver Dragons. He probably loved this ring.
Hey, do you see the one in the background? Can you go back?
Okay, go back. Yes,
The
that
one in
right
the
there.
background is a masterpiece, and now it's created by Eric with mint condition coin rings. And
Yeah,
I'm just going to put it out there that he's got 33% off sale or a 30% sale. You should
awesome.
hook it up.
Yeah, most definitely put that out there. He does some excellent work. Excellent work.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. Um, we have here. This is the coin that you said. One of the questions I
Oh,
wanted to.
yeah.
What is your
I love
Mona?
that coin.
What's the name?
Well,
It was an absolutely beautiful coin, nice relief and everything. What's the name of this coin? The question I wanted
well,
to ask Rob was, what is your Mona Lisa coin, and what coin would you love to make your masterpiece? So,
well, that dragon coin was really my masterpiece up to this point because I got the coin. It just happened to be at the coin shop in with his generic rounds, and I'm like, what is that? And he
right,
had he had a couple different ones, but this one I thought would make a great ring. So I got it, and I put some color on it before I turned it into a ring, and the colors were just amazing on it. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to make this into a ring. I like looking at this. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it into a ring, and I'm glad I did because I love the ring. It was actually supposed to be made for somebody I work with, but I think I intentionally made it my size.
oh wow, wow. I think subliminally you was thinking that you should keep this
Yes,
for yourself. Just,
yes.
just go ahead and tell the truth. So,
By the way, for Silver Dragon Stacker, the question I did practice on maybe 4 clad coins,
okay,
maybe 5, not very many, and then I just wanted to try I tried a 1964 silver quarter, and it turned out okay. So I'm like, I'm done with clad. I'm moving on
yeah,
now. I like the way that the silver reacts after you anneal it, it's much easier to work with than clad.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I just decided I'm done with clad.
Yeah, I think I had a short stint with it as well, Rob. So I was just in the business to earn to learn. I was ready to like get out there, and I should have took a little bit more time, but I was kind of trying to push the process up a little bit. So explain this coin here. The next one I'm about to locate here, right
Oh,
here.
from the Destiny series.
Yeah, explain that coin right there.
I've only done one trade on Instagram, and this is one of the coins that I got through the trade.
Mm-hmm.
I think I traded 3 ounces for that. That's a 2 ounce coin from the Destiny series,
Oh wow.
and it's got incredible scroll work and the saying on it. I believe it's Destiny.
Mm-hmm. It says in
Is
hope and cries, man.
Yeah, it's just an awesome coin.
It is a beautiful coin.
The details are striking.
Yeah, I can imagine the detail on this.
No, that's not going to be a coin ring.
Okay. This is a coin that you would keep. This
Oh
is
yeah, that's a 2 ouncer, and that's just part of my deep stack. I'm not a big stacker, but I do have my coins and my silver that I'm not parting with. It's just investment silver.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
I love silver.
I definitely have some myself, so I definitely don't want to get rid of some of the things I would never ever touch. I always wanted a Morgan coin ring, and I got one from Cold Blooded. And now we talk about Cold Blooded later on in the show. But this is one of the coin rings I had to get. I hope to get one. Is that a Morgan?
I'm folding it. Yep, I'm folding it.
Can't wait to see that. I want to tell people where they can find you. I've definitely put it up here. You got here Rob from RL Coin Rings. And
you can find me in my garage at my workbench.
He got a whole workbench. I can show you my little table. It's on the side. I'm pinned up in the corner like this.
Hey, honestly, I built this thing out of a nasty wooden pallet I found. So, and I have to stand like in my garage. There's a step right in front of my car. I got about a half a foot to play with, and then I'm like, okay.
Oh wow! But you got your station.
I got my station. Got my workstation.
That's awesome. And tell us where we can find to purchase your rings.
Well, you can find me. You can DM me on Instagram at RL Coin Rings.
Okay.
You can find me on Etsy, RL Coin Rings.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I'm doing right now. I think my Instagram is connected to my Facebook, but I'm not really on Facebook that much, and I don't have any notifications from Facebook.
Okay.
I turned all that off. So.
Got you. I did put up your Etsy page just in case people want to go straight to it. It's www.etsy.com/shop/RL Coin Rings. And you can check that out. And also you can check Rob out on Instagram. Look up RL Coin Ring, and you'll also check out his process, his daily process of put the ring he having on right now. I think right now you're working on a Double Dragon.
I am working on the Double Dragon. The Double Dragon's almost done. I got some little bit of stuff to do, like sand the reeded edge down and comfort fit it.
Wow.
Put some patina on it. But it's a big boy. It's 16 millimeters wide.
Wow.
Not really practical to wear.
What size punch did you put in that?
The smallest punch that I have, which is 3/8, I believe. Yeah, 3/8 is the smallest punch I have.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get more of that coin.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, they make smaller punches, but that's just the smallest one I have right now.
That's cool, man. I mean,
small enough.
Awesome work. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a couple questions. This right here will be definitely the speed round.
All right, hit it.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, your favorite food?
Favorite food? Chocolate.
Oh man, that's good. Mine's too. And your favorite thing to do on a lazy Sunday afternoon?
Come on, JT, make a ring, bro.
That's the work time. All right,
That's hobby for me.
tell me the last
it.
great book that you read.
The book?
Uh-huh.
Oh shoot! Now you're gonna make me look bad because I haven't read a book in many years. But I don't have a lot of time, and I read a book when I want to fall asleep because I get a page in and I'm out.
Uh-huh. Okay. What's that?
But the last book I did buy and is The Art of War.
Oh, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Okay.
Yep.
Great. A great book. I've read that as well. And tell me what your favorite subject in school was.
History.
Okay, history. All right. And tell me a mantra that you live by that you would share with a person walking by.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Mm-hmm. Most of them don't like themselves, so how can they like you?
Amen. Amen. Rob, thank you so much, man, for joining me. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but
it's not me, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. This won't be the last time you'll be on. Just want to definitely introduce you to the community.
Did you say this is going to be the last time I'm on?
This will be the last time that you're on. No, this definitely won't be the last time that you'll be on, man. I just want to introduce you to the community. And you are sponsoring a giveaway today, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't.
And I want to make it a surprise ring.
Awesome.
So whoever wins, we need their size, and it's going to be a surprise.
Got you.
To me too.
And to me. So everybody's going to be surprised. Everybody will be surprised. No problem with that, man. I appreciate you, man. We're going to do the giveaway all at once we do our next interview. Once Tommy gets on as well, and then I'll give you the information where they should give me the email. I'll get them to send it to me, and I'll send it to you. And whoever wins, we'll take it from there.
Sounds good, man. I know you'll figure it out.
I will figure it out. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. You take care. Stay in the chat. Don't go nowhere. We still need you around.
All right, I'll stay in the chat.
All right, guys. Thank you. All right, guys. That was Rob from RL Coin Rings. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching that interview, man. He's a pretty cool guy. Definitely makes excellent rings. Please follow him at RL Coin Rings on Instagram. Make sure that you go to his Etsy page. I'm gonna put it up once again to go show some support to this guy. www.etsy.com/shop RL Coin Rings.